want to thank Mr. Iam Badasson for drafting me as the first pick. But, son, you have another thing coming. You can't stop me. You can't stop Revelation. And we're going to wreak havoc through your brand and through your performers, week in, week out, and get our job done. Because that's what we're supposed to do. And year 3 will be the greatest of all time by me and my guys. So I'm really, really excited and looking forward to it.
And ladies and gentlemen, what a way to kick off the season premiere of Intensity right here on Action Wrestling Entertainment. The AWE World Champion Cody Cole being drafted to Intensity. We've got Nickbo taking on Braxton Riggs later on in the night, but first, it's Kerub Li taking on Henry Mack, and that's coming up next on Intensity. Kerub Li made his AWE debut at Lifeline 21 in that triple threat between himself, Hunter Dace, and Archer Mosley. Kerub Li would go on to pin Hunter Dace and win his debut match in that rookie showcase. He's not currently signed to Intensity or Next Level, but he's going to have to upset one of the greatest to ever do it in Henry Mack if he wants to impress Intensity General Manager Iam Badasson here tonight on the season premiere of Intensity. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen. What a stacked card we have for you tonight. We haven't seen Henry Mack since he lost those tag team championships at Afterlife to Cody Cole and Damian Kai. How much has happened since just a couple months ago? Cody Cole captured the tag team titles. Since then, he's captured 2 titles. He's on top of the mountain here in AWE. And Henry Mack has started to skid once again in his career.
Oh, boy.
The fans here at the War Zone already behind the Oni, Kerub Li. Kerub Li directing traffic. Henry Mack rebounding, trying a shoulder block, but Li doesn't budge. Henry Mack once again charging those ropes and another shoulder. Little to no effect. Kerub Li now with a shoulder. Henry Mack not budging. This is a battle of behemoths right here on Intensity. Now these two charge, and they both knock each other off their feet. What a way to kick off not only year 3 for Intensity, but what a way to kick off the show. Kerub Li popping that shoulder right back into place on the turnbuckle there. The Oni, an unorthodox ground and pound specialist. Henry Mack, though, one of the most experienced, one of the greatest, one of the most decorated performers in our short history as we kick off year 3 over here on the Intensity brand. A couple days ago, Next Level premiered the season premiere for year 3 for Next Level. It did not disappoint. The same will be said for Intensity.
Oh, right back up. Oh, no.
And now Henry Mack has him up, possibly looking for a crash landing, but look at the reversal there by Kerub Li. Kerub Li seems as though he's been in this place before. Seems like a veteran with the reversals he's pulling out. But look at that back elbow rocking the Oni. Henry Mack looked like maybe he was going for a suplex, but he ended up rolling him up into a small package. Henry Mack able to get the shoulder up. Oh, but Kerub dropping the knee. Now Kerub, here goes the ground and pound of the Oni Kerub Li, starting to put all of his weight behind those punches. And it's very warranted that he would be frustrated after all the damage that he just dealt with those repeated blows to the skull of the Dynasty. And for Henry Mack to just kick right out has to be discouraging if you're Kerub Li. But here's the thing about Kerub Li. He's brand new. He's a rookie here in AWA. He won his first match. He pinned an inferior opponent nonetheless. He did win, however. Here's the thing though. He's not going to be fighting Hunter Dace every week. I mean, he's going to face people like Henry Mack with the experience that he has, especially if he's trying to impress Iam Badasson or Ozzy Jameson Sinclair IV, not the fourth. I mean, if he's trying to impress these GMs, they're going to put him and pit him against the stiffest of competition that their brand has to offer, because they want to see, did they pick the right core 6 for their shows, for their brands? And that's what Iam Badasson is doing here tonight. He's seeing if his pick of Henry Mack over Kerub Li was warranted or not. Given what Henry Mack has shown us in years past, it was. And now Mack trying to lock up with Kerub Li, but the Oni not having it. And now the mask comes off and the proverbial gloves come off for Kerub Li. This is where he gets dangerous. The mask that Kerub Li wears is almost a handicap to him. So when he takes it off, it's like Goku taking off the weighted gi. Kerub Li taking off that handicap that makes the oxygen flow less easily to the brain. And now the Oni in his purest form. And what a strike! My goodness, a close-fisted strike here at the War Zone. Kerub Li now body shots rocking the Dynasty in the diaphragm in the midsection, but what a knee! And Mack looks like he doesn't know what is going on. The referee going to intervene here and check and just make sure that Henry Mack is okay. To be fair, though, this is Intensity rules. Kerub Li doesn't have to let the referee get in there and intervene like that. But Kerub Li's an honorable competitor here in AWE. And now Irish whip to the other corner. Charges. Oh, but look, that bad shoulder. And now my God. He just absolutely launched Kerub Li right into that bottom rope. Ladies and gentlemen, those ropes are not a friendly place to be. I mean, those ropes can help out some people, and they can ruin the careers of others. Kerub now stomping away on that left knee right there against the concrete here on the outside of the ring. The war zone, not a fun place to be for the faint of heart. Kerub throwing, just smacking the face of Mac right into the apron there. Now the crowd trying to rally behind the Dynasty, the former world champion, the former next level champion, the former tag team champion, trying to get Mac fired up, trying to get Henry back in this match against the Oni Kerub Li. And I mean, we saw a really impressive showing from Christopher Lee over on Next Level earlier this week when he took on D4. And we're seeing possibly an even more impressive performance from Kerub Li here in this one. And what a combination of kicks and a drop kick to finish the sequence. Henry Mac has no choice but to roll out. And that's no kizzy. And Kerub now. Referee checking on Henry Mac. Kerub maybe popping that knee back into place. Kerub and Mac, they're going to meet on the outside here in the war zone. Mac ducked. Look at the, oh my God. And now Mac able to turn the tide with that chair, looking to take advantage, throwing Kerub back in the ring. He knows that Kerub Li is the most dangerous when he's outside. Henry Mac has never been one to be really good with weapons. I mean, he won that ladder match against Ghost, you know, with a lot of help from Nick Alexander, but, you know, he won that nonetheless. Henry Mac's always been a better wrestler than fighter, that's for certain. And Kerub Li, what an uppercut, just rocking Henry Mac. And now double axe handle to the back. And Kerub Li starting to take that energy, that essence in, and trying to build on it. Trying to keep himself composed. We maybe saw him lose control earlier, but look, Mac has that ankle, has that foot, and now just trying to get a submission locked in, but Kerub too smart, trying to not let him do it, but look at Mac, the savvy, the veteran. I mean, look at him, he's trying to cinch it in as best as he can, but look at Kerub. And now, Kerub able to roll it over and get the leverage, and now sitting back on the lumbar section of the back of Henry Mac, and now Henry Mac may have to tap out. He may have to tap out. There are no rope breaks here in Intensity Rules. And now look, Kerub Li now grabbing the hair. You preach honor, but you grab the hair. What does that even mean? And now, Kerub, after relinquishing the hold, could be looking to build upon the damage that he just dealt. But look, he has that baseball bat, and he put it right in the thigh, right in the quadricep. And Kerub Li taking control now, just planting that baseball bat that he snapped over his knee at Lifeline. And this can't be good. Just demolishing, picking apart Henry Mac. And now Kerub Li, look, marching to the beat of his own drum, so to speak. And just continuing the beat down on Henry Mac. Henry Mac has not got a ton of offense in here in this matchup. And one has to wonder, are we seeing the decline of Henry Mac, or are we seeing the ascension, the rise of a new star in Kerub Li? I mean, Kerub has very handily held him, but look, there's two. There's no! Henry Mack, you sly devil. Look, he rolls him over and now going to town. Going to town. Big right fist on the face of Kerub Li. Henry Mack may not be a true ground and pounder, but maybe showing a thing or two to the rookie.
Oh, Claymore.
And look, bam! Another drive-by knee. And watch this. Henry Mack tuning up the band, setting it up. Kerub Li gets up and gets kicked in the face. Count to 1,000,000.
Let's go. Let's get Petey, let's go.
Kiss your hopes and dreams goodbye. No, the shoulder isn't down. Now the shoulder's down, but a kick out from Kerub at 2.
Oh.
And one has to think, if Kerub's shoulder was just down right after that big kick from Henry Mack, one has to wonder if Mack is walking out of here victorious. And now Mack is tuning up the band for real, paying homage to one of the best to ever do it, and the super kick misses, and the stomp from Kerub, just planting the former next level world and tag team champion into the mat.
Another one.
Kerub Li, though, doesn't look satisfied with that stomp. Wants to do it again. Charges it up. Stomp right into the mat once again. Henry Mack is as good as finished. Kerub Li into the cover. No. Kerub Li saying 2. He literally
Come on, Ref.
uncovered Henry Mack. I mean, that was a 3 count through and through. Henry Mack's shoulders were on the mat. Kerub Li just let go of that pin attempt, and now Mack maybe with a second wind. Stunner, no.
Oh, yeah, that's what we
I don't know what just happened. Henry Mack clearly still reeling from those 2 stomps that he took just moments ago. Mack not even able to hit a stunner. I mean, my goodness, gonna set another one up. Here it is, a good one coming up. No, oh my God, atomic drop. Say goodbye to your tailbone, Henry Mack. Henry Mack has to be writhing in agony right now. Those tailbones so easy to injure and damage, and Kerub Li not giving a damn right now. He just planted Henry Mack's tailbone right on that knee. But now Kerub stomping, trying to get Mack in position. Stomp once again, and maybe now Kerub Li is satisfied with the ending.
Ring the bell!
Kerub Li, an absolutely impressive showing. And this may be the first time we've ever seen a free agent beat a Core 6 member here in the season premiere of Intensity. Kerub Li went undrafted. Did not get drafted by Intensity or Next Level. Henry Mack got picked up by Intensity, but maybe, just maybe, Kerub Li forcing the issue for one of the GMs to pick him up and drop someone else. And Henry Mack should consider his spot in jeopardy after that defeat at the hands of a rookie. Coming up next is number 7, Nickbo, taking on number 11, Braxton Riggs. That's next.
Feel that? Right there. I felt it at Lifeline, man. Did you? Did y'all see it? Oh, man, I showed y'all that night. showed y'all I was more. I got no strings on me. Tengu, my friend, you're free. This is your path, and now you can do whatever you want with it. A new platform, a new projection, but now it's my turn. Now what is it? What's in it for me? Man, Ghost thought I was mean, didn't he? You know, I might just have something for it. Tengu, you're not alone, brother. I'm next. I'll be on top and we will rule together. Pay attention.
And a mysterious message, to say the least, from the Bleak prospect, Jackson Palace. Maybe a prediction of the future. But before we figure out what he's talking about, we have an absolute banger of a match right now. And Nickbo walking out here just fresh off of a victory over D4 at the AWE draft show. Nickbo riding high right now, coming in here ranked number 7, and hey, if he can pick up a victory over number 11 Braxton Riggs, he's going to be making his case to be cracking that top 5. I mean, we saw Braxton Riggs he dog-walked Atlas Liger at Lifeline, did Braxton Riggs, and if Nickbo can pick up a victory over him, then he will be putting together quite a resume here in AWE Year 3, the Son of the South. Braxton Riggs coming out here. I mean, I just told you, he beat Atlas Liger, beat the brakes off of him at Lifeline 21. And if there's anybody that has the confidence to go with Nickbo, I mean, just one of the toughest SOBs to ever grace a wrestling ring, it's Braxton Riggs. Braxton Riggs, he's made his rounds on the indie circuit. He's experienced. He's a multifaceted, superior athlete. He showcased that at Lifeline 21. Iam Badasson and Ozzie Jameson Sinclair IV, neither one of them were particularly sold on that victory, so they didn't pick him up. But I guarantee you, the Forgotten King looks to be remembered by defeating Nickbo here on Intensity tonight. And Nickbo, Braxton Riggs, circling the ring now, measuring each other up. This match is one that I am so glad that Iam Badasson made. It's another match that he wants to see what a free agent that he passed up on in the draft has to offer. And I mean, he's throwing arguably his most talented performer in Braxton Riggs' way in Nickbo. But Braxton. I mean, just look at the grappling. Look at the chain wrestling savvy that Braxton possesses. I mean, Riggs coming out here just swapping headlocks with Nickbo like it ain't no thing, and a shoulder block. Braxton Riggs, he looks to be a slim fella, but I mean, he weighs just as much, if not more, than Nickbo. Nickbo stands about 230. The problem with that is Braxton Riggs is about 6'3". Nickbo, significantly shorter frame. And now Nickbo hammering away at Braxton Riggs, backing him into a corner. And now went to chop him. Braxton out of the way, and a punch to the midsection, and now another one. And lighting up the chest of the Son of the South. You know what Braxton says? Braxton says he's the daddy of the North, not the son of the South. So, I mean, I don't know. Chicago, Illinois. Braxton likes his deep dish pizza like he likes the chest of his opponents. Red and saucy.
Let's go, Nickbo!
Now Nickbo thrusting Braxton in between that middle and top turnbuckle with those broad shoulders. Nickbo has said time and time again, it's okay if the company needs to be carried on my shoulders. I was made for it. I got broad shoulders. Nickbo flipping Braxton over, and what a maneuver that was by the Son of the South. And just right into the cover. And now Nickbo looking to get some more offense in, standing Braxton up. Looking for a German. Nickbo planted his feet, but look at the savvy. Look at the ring awareness of Braxton Riggs. And you see him locking that leg behind the leg of Nickbo. Because if he can get his leg back there, Nickbo can't get the leverage to be able to German suplex Braxton. But now Braxton into the corner. Nickbo charging and a little over-aggressive, but now look at Braxton. Has Nickbo in the corner. Nickbo grabbing on the ropes now, trying not to get German suplex. We saw a mean German suplex from Braxton at Lifeline, and now Riggs planting the feet, trying to sink those hips and get the leverage. Nickbo holding on for dear life, switching. Bam! We were bound to see a German suplex sooner or later, ladies and gentlemen. Nickbo, it's like a game of chess between these two right now, trying to get the first German suplex here in this matchup. But look at Nickbo. Look at the 230-pounder scaling the top rope. He's going up there, and the fans want to see some high-flying maneuvers. Elbow into the mat. Braxton just able to slide out, much to the chagrin of the audience here at the War Zone. Braxton capitalizing, forearm straight to the ear. And now, just look at the, oh my God, the recoil by Nickbo after he got kicked into the rope. That clothesline, that lariat just taking Braxton right off his feet. But now, Tennessee Lullaby, he's looking for it. But look at Braxton. He has him. Suplex position up and down. Braxton Riggs straight into the cover. Look at the agility. Look at the quickness. No wasted motion. No wasted movements on behalf of Braxton Riggs. That's what makes him so deadly. Now the forearms continuing, but now look, Braxton asking for some forearms on the chin from the Son of the South. He wants to slug it out. It's the daddy of the North, the Forgotten King, versus the Son of the South. These two are beating the ever-living dog shit out of each other in a German. Braxton into the German, into the bridge, but look, Braxton might be lucky right there. Both of his shoulders were down as well. Fans chanting, who is this guy? They are firmly behind Nickbo here in this match. They were even behind Nickbo when he took on D4 at the draft show, and they got him the dub. I mean, he got himself the dub, but the fans helped him out. Look at Braxton now, continuing the assault. That's what I mean by no wasted movement. You're not going to see Braxton laying down or laying in the corner waiting on somebody like, you might see somebody like Atlas Liger with the methodical pace. No, Braxton is on the attack. I mean, he's delivering the forearms, but now Nickbo delivering the German suplexes. We saw Nickbo just demolish D4 with those suplexes, and now demolishing Braxton Riggs as well.
Oh, yeah.
Big leg drop. Maybe didn't connect where he wanted it to. Kind of went under the chest area there to Nickbo, but now look at Nickbo. I told you earlier, when the mask comes off, it's like the weighted clothing of that Goku wears. Him taking that off and unleashing his true power, but man, Nickbo, when he takes those gloves off and he turns into a real brawler, a real striker, I mean, it's the same concept there. Nickbo now looking for a suplex. Braxton, though, just collapsing to the mat. But look at Braxton! Look at the power in the legs! Bam! Nickbo, I believe, big leaping senton, picks him up and puts him down. Braxton just launching himself in the air. And Braxton mocking the fans here at the Warzone, asking who they're cheering for. Oh, look at the ref. Look at the ref saying that shoulder's up. And we saw last match, Henry Mack probably could have had that win if he would have just made sure that shoulder was down of Kerub Li. Same concept here. Maybe Braxton loses this because that shoulder wasn't down. I don't know, but look at Braxton. Has the gut wrench applied, trying to get Nickbo up. But man, has the damage to that lower back already been done? And look at what is this offense? What is this innovative offense from the Son of the South? And now look at the quickness, the cat-like agility to the top rope. Frog splash from Nickbo into the cover count to a million. No, Braxton just having the endurance, and the fans here at the Warzone chanting holy shit because they just saw a 230-pound human being basically leap to the top rope and then leap onto his opponent just clear across the ring. And now Nickbo taking advantage of the intensity rules like he's done multiple times in the past for the intensity brand, throwing in the chairs. Nickbo, he said he's gonna take Braxton to Chair City. This dude might hit a concerto. Nah, Nickbo, the Son of the South, setting these chairs up for something. That chair is busted though. Braxton is just still feeling the effects, man. I mean, my goodness. But I mean, anyone that fights Nickbo is gonna feel those effects. Hey, they're gonna come out of that match, and whether they win or lose, I guarantee you fight Nickbo, you're gonna feel it in your next match next week. But look at Nickbo setting up the chairs, and these two now staring down each other. And look at Braxton with the forearm and giving Nickbo the opening that he needs to hit his own. Look, forearm. And the fans, you know who they're behind here at the Warzone, man. Nickbo. These guys want Nickbo to win, but look at Braxton. Braxton just being cheap, being arrogant, just knocking Nickbo right back. Watch Nickbo, discus lariat, just taking Riggs right out of his chair. Quite literally. I'm about to leap out of my chair here in the booth, man. My goodness. And look, Nickbo trying to capitalize, trying to put more damage on that lower back. He's been working on that all day with the suplexes. And look, now he's trying, if he can get that hand around to the neck, he's going to really put some pressure right there. He's going to really put some pressure right there, trying to sit back. But look at Braxton. Braxton setting up the chair. I don't know. Oh, my God! Braxton's going to give Nickbo cauliflower ear if he's not careful, man. My goodness. Braxton just taking that ear putting it right against the corner of that steel chair. That cold, hard steel. And the fans here at the Warzone still rallying behind Nickbo. Braxton back up to his feet as is Nickbo. BAM! Big knee trigger, but look at the clothesline. He just bounced right off the rope. Nickbo, he just ate, my God, he just ate that knee to the face like nobody's business, man. He ate that thing like apple pie, brother. I mean, he ate that knee. Let me tell you, when I say Nickbo is one of the toughest SOBs to ever grace a wrestling ring, I ain't playing. I am not playing. And Braxton Riggs is having to figure this out firsthand right now. And that is not how you want to have to figure that fact of life out. You want to be able to have that shit scouted. But Braxton Riggs may be underestimating his opponent because Nickbo has less experience in between the ropes. Watch this Irish whip. Look at Braxton though. Braxton able to plant his feet, get a good base under him. But what's Braxton doing? That chair propped up in the corner. Braxton, oh my God, a brain buster in the corner on the chair. My God, what is even going on right now? This is a season premiere. You are not supposed to lay it all out on the line on free TV. Somebody needs to come out here and tell Braxton Riggs and Nickbo, this is not a pay-per-view on the Patreon. This is free TV. This is free YouTube. YouTube is a free platform. Y'all are watching this for free. I cannot iterate that enough for you. And Braxton Riggs and Nickbo going out there and laying it all on the line for everybody. And look at this. Nickbo, the athleticism. He can get him right here. No, Braxton sitting out. And now, Braxton calling it. BAM! Knee trigger, my goodness. And now Braxton, can he follow up? Can Braxton follow up? Charging. BAM! Another knee. That left knee just hitting right across the face of the son of the South. And now look, he's got Nickbo right where he wants him. Could be looking for it. Here we go. Picks him up, suplex. BAM! Down to 1 million. I don't care who you are. Braxton Riggs picks up the dub here in the Intensity season premiere. Here's the thing. My goodness. Here's the thing. Nickbo may have beat D4 at the draft, and that helps you out in the power rankings, but he's still 0-1. That victory at the draft doesn't count toward anything. Braxton Riggs is 1-0. That's all that matters. Braxton, they call him the daddy of the North. Brick chest. Dude's got bricks for pectoral muscles. And now just the disrespect. Iam Badasson has some serious thinking to do. And so does Ozzy Jameson Sinclair IV. I mean, my goodness. This is absolutely crazy. For some reason, ladies and gentlemen, the lights went out. And now we're getting Cody Cole's theme music. He's already made an appearance here in the season premiere. Earlier on in the night, right after the intro, he stated, he basically stated it's going to be the best year for himself and everybody in Revelation. But it looks like he's coming out to the ring just immediately following the Nickbo and Braxton Riggs banger. Cody Cole, the prodigy, the AWE World Heavyweight Champion. The young man that wears the most prestigious title in the company around his waist. Very, very young title reign so far, has never defended his title, but he's out here in ring attire, in ring gear, ready to fight and just have an absolute slobber knocker coming in here ranked number 2. I mean, look at the accolades. Nobody even comes close.
See, you were awarded the top guy, the only award that matters, and that is Performer of the Year. There's a reason why I became Performer of the Year. There's a reason why I'm celebrating it. There's nobody at my age, at the age of 18, that's better than me. And that's a promise. I've been through shit left and right. But you know what? I painted a beginning, I painted a middle, and I painted it in. You know, it's time I deserve a little respect. Beginning, a nobody. A middle, the guy that's getting hot. In the end, I told everybody, the world champion and the greatest leader that Revelation is ever going to have. I did things nobody else did year 2. And I told every single one of you pathetic and stupid people, and I told everybody in the back of the locker room that treated me like I'm some errand boy, treated me like I'm pathetic. The only people I see pathetic is the one that had a reign that shouldn't have been that long because he sat on his ass and didn't do a damn thing. 2-0. Didn't stop me. You see, why is he cheered? Why is he booed? He doesn't deserve it. He didn't deserve the title reign, that's for sure. Here's a little thing, and I'll end with this. I don't care if you're the freaking Bleak prospect. I don't care if you're from the outside. No, I don't care if you're a devil. I don't care if you're from the SOS, the NOS, the SWS, whatever. I don't care if you call yourself a dynasty. I don't care if you think that you're some god that everybody praises. Nobody deserves it. And for all of you that think my job is fake, it's not. So find your bleeps, find your precision, find the outsides, do whatever it takes, because this is not coming off of me, and that's a promise.
What a statement by Cody Cole, and it seems as though he's issuing an open challenge of sorts for the world title. And oh boy, who else but D4 to answer the call, the longest reigning AWE World Heavyweight Champion in history. Remember when I said nobody else comes close? When I said nobody else comes close to Cody Cole's accolades, probably the only man that can argue that is D4, the first ever Performer of the Year for year 1. The award that Cody Cole just went on a whole tangent about winning. That was D4 in year 1. And then guess what D4 did? He won the world title at Lifeline, the first one. Guess what Cody Cole did? He won the world title at Lifeline, the second one. Both men were 18 when they won the world title. D4's won a Great Clash Battle Royale as well. I mean, my goodness.
The following contest is a World Heavyweight Championship match set for one fall. Introducing first, the challenger. From Tokyo, Japan, weighing 160 pounds, the precisionist, D4!
And what does it feel like for D4 to be on that side of the introduction?
New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing 160 pounds and the current AWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Prodigy, Cody Cole!
Cody Cole. I mean, what a risky way to start your world title reign. D4 didn't defend it. He didn't defend the world title until Odyssey. So, I mean, some people would argue that Cody Cole's statement about D4 sitting on his ass and not defending the title has some validity to it. But you also have to remember that D4 defended the title when it was all said and done. I believe a number of 10 times successfully, and then lost it when it was going to be his 11th title defense. Now, these two men, they've met up so many times in the past. D4 is 3-0 against Cody Cole. He's never lost. Cody just faking out the challenger, and look, D4. Don't play that shit. Don't play that shit. D4, the disrespect, saying don't play that. D4's trying to have a match. Cody Cole's out here playing mind games. D4 says return to precision. This is the return, the revenge tour of the precisionist D4. The D4 that he previously stated couldn't get it done, and that's why he had to channel that inner demon and become the Predator. But now, D4 back to the precisionist persona. Cody Cole evolving into the Prodigy, used to be the Future. Both men, I mean, when I say the careers, the parallels, the comparisons are just absolutely uncanny. I mean, Cody Cole obviously started with us at a younger age, started with us when he was 16 years old. D4 started at the age of 17. Now D4 maybe sees a chink in the armor of the Prodigy and targeting that right arm. My goodness. D4, I mean, the strike with precision thing, that's not just a motto. I mean, he takes that seriously, and he's going to strike that right arm with precision every single time. Oh my God, stopping the elbow. Just picking apart the world champion is D4. And now measuring, kicking that arm once again. D4 trying to find any advantage that he can now. And watch, going for an armbar, going for somewhat of a Kimura, a modified Kimura right here. He's got the world champion down. There's no rope break. There's no DQs here in this match. But look, Cody Cole wailing on D4, the former world champion, 513 days. D4 was world champion 513 days. Cody Cole, though, looking to start his own legacy and kick off his title reign by showing that he can beat the arguably, greatest world champion of all time. Cody Cole trying to take that leap into superstardom, because he still has people that doubt him after he won the world title in such a cowardly fashion at Lifeline. Oh my God, that springboard knee trigger doesn't get any prettier than that. We just saw a master of the knee trigger in the last match, Braxton Riggs. Absolutely beautiful knees. Braxton hits his with his left knee, and D4 hits his with his right. My goodness. D4 going for a knee on that right arm, but look, Cody Cole, the ring awareness He's a veteran at this point, this stage in his career. He's been around for a while, and look, he's dragging D4 out on the ropes. D4 trying to move. DDT from Cody Cole. The Hangman DDT, planting the face of the former champion straight into the mat as the current champion takes advantage. Oh my God, and now look, Cody Cole. I mean, even the in-ring strategy from Cody Cole mirrors that of D4. I mean, D4 definitely an integral part in the growth and the progression of Cody Cole. Cody Cole studied. Every time he fought D4, he picked up a couple things. He fought him way back in year 1, and it wasn't particularly close. A very different skill set that these two men possessed back then. And then obviously they fought twice in year 2, back to back, once at Resurgence and then once on Next Level. And Cody Cole, the margin of victory for D4 was slimmer and slimmer each time. But now Cody Cole, he's picked up a couple things from the former champion, and he's implemented some stuff himself as well. But D4 just coming back with a lariat, taking Cody right off his feet. I promise you, if there's one advantage in this matchup that D4 has, it's the strength advantage and the striking ability. D4 delivers his blows with more power, but Cody Cole is a fiery bastard, and look at it, raining down forearms on the chest of D4, the precisionist, and now the lariats, now the clotheslines, and D4 eating them up. The precisionist eating him up here, but now slouched over. Cody Cole pushes him back, pops him up. European uppercut! Cody Cole is a menace when delivering those uppercuts. My God, it doesn't get any prettier when you talk about uppercuts. Cody Cole, the master of those Europeans. You'd think he wasn't from the United States, ladies and gentlemen. Look at D4 coming back with a clothesline. Cody Cole dropping down. Cody Cole going over. D4 coming back with a clothesline. Misses, and a kick. A kick right back to that injured arm of D4. D4 kicking that left leg. D4 now asking for a kick, but my God, he just got kicked in the shoulder, and now a kick to the head, and D4's legs are wobbly at this point, and now getting backed into the corner with these kicks, and now look at Cody going to town, these jabs left and right, body blows to D4, the torso starting to become more red with every passing blow, and look, Cody Cole charging up, BAM! Cody Cole just got rocked. Cody Cole could be out, and D4, he just needs to capitalize. The world champion is down, and he is vulnerable, and he is hurting right now. That knee just absolutely just took Cody Cole right off his feet. But look at D4. Look, even right then, he stopped that right arm. D4 is the little things that made his title reign last for so long. And now look at D4. High risk, high reward. Going for a swanton bomb from the top rope. The precisionist. Picture perfect swanton, and now trying to gather the energy to just get to the cover. But man, those swantons, I mean, it hurts D4 almost as much as it hurts his opponent. I mean, my goodness, it takes a lot out of a man to do a move like that. You can ask Jeff Hardy, but D4 now, he has that bungee cord from under the ring, and he's choking out. He is choking out the champion and just delivering forearms to the back of the head. And this, ladies and gentlemen, this is what intensity is all about. D4 with that bungee cord, and now just whipping Cody Cole, scolding him like a dog. D4 just slapping the purple paint off of Cody Cole, and now BAM! Knee right to the temple, and Cody Cole collapsing on the outside here at the war zone. D4, look at him. I mean, even when D4 is dragging his opponent to another part of the ring, look, he grabbed around the neck there. He's not grabbing the arm like you see most competitors do. He's trying to cut the circulation off, but look at Cody. Look at Cody. D4's in a trash can. BAM! Super kick rocking the former champion. Cody Cole. Cody Cole gaining momentum, taking control of this match back for himself. What's Cody got? Cody just broke the handle off the trash can. Oh my God! Look at him! Look at him! He's trying to put it in the eye. D4 fighting back. Look at Cody. Look at Cody. Look at Cody. Oh my God! D4, that eyeball, is it the left? I can't tell. He's squinting the left one. Yeah, it's the left one. But look at D4 lying in wait. He went for that Pele, but Cody was too quick. He's too experienced, and now Cody continuing the assault, this time on the right eye, and D4 wincing in pain. He's squinting really hard. He can't see. D4 trying to get the eyes to quit watering. And a ladder. My goodness. Cody Cole and D4 putting each other through hell right here in the season premiere of Intensity.
I used to want to be you. I used to look up to you. Huh? Yeah. It all changed. It all changed. Huh? Wake up. Wake up.
Listen to me! Listen to me! Wake up! Wake up!
I mean, Cody Cole said it himself. Said, I used to look up to you. I used to want to be you. But now Cody Cole is D4. He's got the world title. He is on top of the mountain. And D4, I mean, much like I talked about Henry Mack earlier, after Henry Mack dropped that world title in year one, he somewhat had a career backtrack. I mean, he started a skid that wasn't good for his career, and then in year two, I mean, he started to get back on track, won a bunch of titles in year two, and look at the extension cord, man, just whipping the hell out of D4. And now look, remember what I said about Cody Cole studying and learning from D4? Well, guess what? He's choking D4 out with an extension cord. Where did we see this? We just saw this with the bungee cord on the other side of the ring. And look, D4 starting to fade. D4 turning red and purple. Cody Cole.
This is my company.
Cody Cole saying, this is my company now. He's not wrong. That AWE World title, that World Heavyweight Championship means that you are the guy in action wrestling entertainment. Look, oh my God, just innovative offense, dropping the garage door on the torso of D4, and you see the whelps starting to form, the cuts on the back of D4, and now another slam by that garage door. That garage door has so much momentum. It is so heavy, and look, he is just trying. D4 is trying so hard. He has that forearm under the door, but I mean, that's just going to hurt your forearm, D4. I mean, D4 trying not to let Cody Cole put the pressure on the internal organs, the intestines and the stomach and the diaphragm and get winded. But that left forearm, oh, but look at D4. He's not above taking some cheap shots himself. Look, the torso of D4 is starting to get red here and starting to get whelps on the back, but D4 with the low blow. Watch this. Go to sleep from D4. And what precision did he strike with? Bam! A knee right to the side of the temple. Cody Cole might be out. What is D4 doing? D4 has the back, has the hair, and he's rolling Cody in. D4 still coughing, still trying to get his wind back. And look, dropping the knee over the neck. D4 just being despicable, and a kick to the kidneys. I promise you, every strike is well planned. It's strategic. D4, and now D4 looks like he's not even trying. I mean, and another double foot stomp to the kidneys. He's trying to make sure that Cody Cole pisses blood later. And the foot across the throat. Where did we see that before? D4's last successful title defense against Cody Cole on Next Level last year. That's how he put it away. And now, look, he's going back to that right arm. D4 going back to that right arm. He took the attention away with the kidneys so that Cody Cole would let his guard down, and he did exactly that. And now he's got Cody Cole in a very precarious position, and now continuing to stomp away. I mean, look, he's taking that calf, and he's kicking the shit out of Cody Cole's face as he's got that arm locked. But look at Cody. Look at the resilience of the world champion. This is why he's the world champion. Look at it. Strategically placed blows from Cody Cole. Cody Cole now sizing up his competition once again. He's got that left arm, that arm that was under the garage door, and could he do some more damage? Oh, kick to the left leg. Cody, knee trigger! And look at D4. I mean, he just folded up. He's in a heap.
You see this? You see this? This is the world champion. That was the world champion. Nobody.
And look, Cody Cole trying to get that shock wire, trying to get it in, trying to get it. Look at D4. D4 keeping his grip, keeping his grasp. But Cody knows it. He scouted him. But look at D4 into the cradle. This could be a new world champion right here. New world champion. No. Cody able to kick out. Cody back up to his feet. Look, D4 still reeling. Look, D4 knees to the back stabber. Cody went for that coffin drop. He went for that middle rope springboard coffin drop. But D4 had it well scouted, and he got the knees up just in time to hit a backstabber on the world champion. And now D4 charging up, and here he comes. In between the ropes. Look, D4 giving him a noogie.
Bro, man. He's just my little bro. Yeah.
And D4 saying, just my little bro. I believe he's referring to the fact that Cody Cole maybe wants to be like him. But D4 now, he's returned to precision. And I'm telling you, you can tell there's a difference between this D4 and the other one. I can't tell if it's for better or worse. D4 lifting him up. Here we go. Uchi-Goroshi! That's one of the moves he used to put Cody Cole away at the Great Clash Part 1, which D4 did win. And look, D4, Vice and Virtue. Vice and Virtue is locked in. He's got that knee, and he's got the left arm of Cody. See, here's the thing. D4 maybe made a mistake. If he got on the other side, locked in Vice and Virtue with that right arm, Cody Cole may have nowhere to go. I mean, my God. Because D4's been putting in the work on that right arm the entire match. And you can tell it because it took Cody about 8 or 9 strikes with that right arm. You can tell he doesn't have the power in that rotator cuff because of all the damage that's been done to deliver very strong blows to D4. And that's why it took so long to break up that Vice and Virtue from Cody. Look at Cody though. Cody pops up and kicks D4 a mule kick. And now D4 standing back up. Here's Cody. Missile drop kick from the champion. The fans chanting, holy shit, that was high impact, high risk, high reward, and Cody is reaping the benefits. And now D4 might not know where he is. That was a crazy bump he just took. Look at Cody, he's in there. Code of Cole! D4 though, look at D4 clutching onto the rope. He's trying as much as he can, but I mean inevitably, he's just in a heap right now. You see D4 clutch at that rope as to not get pinned, to not get rolled over into a pin, but Cody knows it. This is a game of chess. I say it all the time. These two men know each other so well. Cody knows, hey, that Code of Cole, that's not going to put D4 away. I've hit it multiple times on D4. I've never won with that move. I've never won, period. It's going to take something different this time. That's what Cody is saying to himself. I'm almost certain of it. That's why he went and got the chair. He noticed that D4 was grabbing at that rope. That's why he didn't even attempt a pin. Look at Cody though. Chair shot. Just continuing to brutalize the challenger. Ladies and gentlemen, I can only think of one tougher opponent that Cody Cole would have to face here in his first ever title defense, and that's Nick Alexander. But what is Cody Cole doing? He's arguing with himself here. Concerto! D4 is out. He is out. I mean, my goodness. D4 looks like he's about to vomit over there. All that blunt force trauma to the head. Cody Cole just taking a minute to admire his handiwork. Seems as though he takes pleasure now in doing these things to people. Maybe learn that from his big brother, Atlas Liger. That absolute banger that they had at Battle of the Brands, that no-holds-barred contest that we saw him break out the concerto on his brother. I mean, the thing about Cody that makes Cody so devastating and so hard to deal with is he's taken a lot of elements from other people's game and implemented them with his own and molded his own style. He's taken some of D4's influence. He's taken some of Nick Alexander's strategic influence. He's taken some of his brother's ferocity, and he's jumbled it all together and put it to, I mean, he's the world champion. He's on top right now, and I think a lot of people, a lot of rookies especially, could learn from what Cody's been able to do. The drop kick in the trash can.
3-0.
D4
3-0.
is absolutely out. I mean, that concerto, not to mention the coat of Cole before the concerto, now the drop kick in the trash can. I mean, look, he can't even, D4 can't even hold his head up. I mean, he's completely done. He's dead weight. He's quite literally, not to quote Jackson Palace, but he's dead weight right now.
Remember this? You remember this? Remember this? I want you to remember what you did to me.
Now Cody Cole, kill shot into the chair. Cody Cole, it's only poetic. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Cole is still your AWE World Champion. And this could be the beginning of an absolute reign of terror by the Prodigy. He beat the longest reigning AWE World Champion of all time. Not only that, he beat him with his own finisher. He pinned him with 1 foot on the chest.
Who's next? Huh? You're gonna do what he just did. So I'm calling out everybody. I don't care if you're from next level or intensity. This is your fate. Look at it. Look at it. Do I look like a future to you anymore? No. I'm a prodigy. I was built to be a prodigy!
Not in a good way heading into his matchup with Tengu in the Next Level Championship tournament next week. I wonder if he's going to have any injuries sustained, you know, here in this match. Cody Cole, thank you guys so much for watching Next Level number 15. Join us on Patreon to watch all the new pay-per-views. Thank you.
you. Fear me.